All right, here we go. Ladies and gents, I'm back at you again with another one. Do your dating skills reveal your understanding of human attraction? Again, guys, do your dating skills reveal your understanding of human attraction? So, there's a twofold reason why I'm talking about this today. One, I'm responding to a comment yet again, but also, I want to give you guys a comprehensive view of what game is, right? Of what game really is. It's not about women, right? And it's not about sex. A lot of guys think game is about being able to have a bunch of sex with pretty women. No, that's not what game is. And unfortunately, you have a bunch of nerds who basically have attempted to hijack the concept of game, which was brought to you by the darker shade, the melanin species, you know what I'm saying? If you will, right? It was brought to you by niggas, right? A lot of these guys, they've tried to take what game is and distort it. And they made it into this goofy shit. But I'm back to reclaim what is rightfully ours and let you motherfuckers know what game really is, right? Do your dating skills reveal your understanding of human attraction? Now, when it comes to game or having game, it's not about being black, white, or Hispanic or anything like that. But what we have to do is acknowledge where shit came from. That's what the fuck we're gonna do. We're gonna acknowledge where shit came from. Right? When it comes to game, anybody can have game, anybody can learn game. But what we're not gonna do is take it and distort it and call it something else. Just like the movie American Gangster, when Denzel's character, right, Frank Lucas, had to check Cuba Gooding's character, Nicky Barnes. Yo, man, don't be taking my product and then changing my shit and calling it the same name that I call it. Change the name, nigga. Don't call that shit game. Call that shit lame. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me get back to the joint though. Do your dating skills reveal your level of understanding of human attraction? You bet it does. You bet it fucking does, right? So let me just say this real quick so guys understand. This is what game is essentially. Game is essentially having insightful wisdom. That's what game is. Having insightful wisdom. And because of your wisdom, you can manipulate certain situations to your advantage. Now, when I say manipulate, I'm not talking about in a deceitful way. I'm talking about in a clever way, right? When you have game, right? When you have insightful wisdom about certain things, it could be about women, it could be about cars, it could be about stocks, it could be about how to make money, it could be about how to flip houses, whatever it is. You have insightful wisdom about something that not only helps you, but can help other people if they learned what you've learned. You feel me? Do your dating skills reveal your understanding of human attraction? You bet it does. It most definitely does. So let me break down what I'm about to read to you. Again, this is a comment under a video I dropped, and I was talking about sexual frustration. Even in that video, right? Now, I used a video clip. I used a video clip in that video. And this is what I found out from the two comments that I read yesterday and a comment I'm about to read now. And all these comments were under the same video. This is what I realized. Okay, it was a 20-something minute video, 20-something minutes. The video clip I used was a minute long. All these guys did was focus on the clip. They didn't focus on anything else I said about sexual frustration. They focused strictly on the clip, mainly on the clip. The other guy, one of the guys, he got to the sexual frustration, but he was triggered by the clip though, right? So let me read this motherfucking comment, and then we're gonna break this shit down. And again, what we're gonna talk about today is the 4 pillars of game. Get your crayons out. Shout out to Steve. The 4 pillars of game. Get your crayons out. Y'all gonna learn something today. And it's not gonna be about women, it's gonna be about you, right? And through learning yourself, you'll learn women. That's how that works. Learn yourself first, women second. So this guy says he wasn't emotionally invested at all. His approach was the nuclear one. Emotional men don't go that route. They feel too much for the other person to call them out and make them uncomfortable. He knew there was no date two and was throwing a Hail Mary in case he misread her rejection. She just confirmed her rejection, no date number 2, and that's why he let the mask go. He was being ripped off and called it out. Now, for those of you who didn't see the video when I was talking about how men's dating life is hindered by their sexual frustration, go watch the video. If you just want to watch the clip, go watch the clip. For those of you who watched it, go watch the clip again and then come back to that comment. Or go watch the clip and then read his comment. And I want you to ask yourself this question. Does this guy have any game? Right? Let me plug the joint. Do your dating skills reveal your understanding of human attraction? Yes. And let me just say this real quick. Hold on. Do I have it here? I thought I might have had it here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, right there. There it is right there. I'm blind as fuck, right? Guys, how you interpret socio-sexual dynamics and dating dynamics is directly correlated with your level of game and experience. Again, how you interpret, and this is important because it's going to play a part in how I'm going to break down this guy's comment and provide him some constructive criticism, right? How you interpret social-sexual dynamics and dating dynamics is directly correlated with your level of game and experience. Now, if you don't know what social-sexual dynamics is, right? Let me break it down. Hold on. So, sociosexuality is defined as an individual's interest in uncommitted sexual activity, casual sex, basically, right? How you interpret sociosexual dynamics and dating dynamics, right? Because it's separate. How you deal with women casually is separate from how you would deal with a woman you're seriously dating. It's separate. The problem with most guys is they try to intertwine the two immediately. No, it's like mixing oil and water. Guys try to intertwine the two immediately. No, like even in the video, right? See, how I interpreted the video versus how he interpreted the video was vastly different, right? Because I have game and he doesn't. So he couldn't see the flaws, right? He saw them, but he couldn't see them. Because, peep game, he saw them, but he couldn't see them. He couldn't see them here. His level of understanding, right, or lack thereof, only takes him but so far. So let's start at the end of his comment. He says he was being ripped off and called it out. Now, if you watch the video, right, the woman offered to pay twice, right? She offered to pay twice. In the beginning of the video, she offered to pay. The guy said, no, don't worry about it. He said, don't worry about it. That's what he said. And then once he realized that he couldn't fuck her, that sex wasn't gonna happen, then he was like, yeah, pay for your shit. So how are you being ripped off when a woman offered to pay her part? She gave you your out. You didn't take it. Because you were emotionally invested in the outcome. See, this guy says he wasn't emotionally invested at all. This guy has no game. Yes, he was. He got emotional. Guys, anytime you get emotional about something, whether you get happy or sad, you are emotionally invested in it. Prime example. Prime example. If you go for a promotion and you get it and you celebrate it and you cry or get all excited, you are emotionally invested in getting that promotion. That's why you're responding emotionally. God damn it. Right? Conversely, if I'm watching my 49ers play and they getting their ass kicked, I'm gonna be cursing and screaming. I'm gonna be hella emotional about the outcome. Why? Because I'm emotionally invested in the outcome of that game. See, this guy has no game. That's why he responded that way. Right? We're gonna break this shit down, guys. Now, let's go here. Let's go here. Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna go back here. Game is essentially having insightful wisdom. Hold on, y'all. Okay, again, game is essentially having insightful wisdom. Do your dating skills reveal your understanding of human attraction? Again, we're going to talk about the 4 pillars of game, but I also want to hit y'all with this. I know you guys are familiar with the term game, recognized game, right? Game, recognized game. Now, if you're unfamiliar with it, allow me to give you a very descriptive definition. Game, recognized game is an expression used to indicate mutual respect between 2 skilled individuals or entities, often in the context of performance or achievement. It implies that those who are highly skilled or experienced can recognize and appreciate the qualities and abilities of others who possess similar skills, similar levels of expertise. The guy who left the comment, he's looking kind of unfamiliar. Game don't recognize game. He don't have any game. And I say he doesn't have any game because of how he interpreted the video. If he had game, he would have interpreted the video the same way I did. Because I'm right. Right? He says he was being ripped off and he called it out. No. How can you call out being ripped off when a woman offered to pay and you said, no, don't worry about it? How are you being ripped off? No, he was pouting like a child. You're not gonna have sex with me? A man offers to pay for dinner and you just wanna use me? That's not what happened. He just perceived it that way because that was the reason why he was out on a date. He was trying to have sex, but he never paid attention to why the woman was out on a date. See, he assumed that she wanted to have sex too. And he assumed because he bought her a meal that sex was supposed to happen. Men who have game and men who understand human attraction would never think such things. Remember what I tell you. I assume nothing, therefore I expect nothing. So if I'm mainly motivated to deal with women because I want to fuck them, don't you think it's prudent for me to let women know that right away? Why do a date? Why do a date then? Do your dating skills reveal your understanding of human attraction? Yes. If you know women like to engage in casual sex encounters and you do too, why do a date? Now, if you want to do a date because you want to, that's fine. But if you're doing a date with the expectation that sex is supposed to happen, that means you don't understand women. And you don't understand human attraction at all. And you have no goddamn game or wisdom. You have none, right? Now, 4 pillars of game. Let's just get into this. I'm gonna break it down. Pillar number 1, understanding the underlying mechanics or rules. Guys who have game understand there are unwritten rules in this thing of ours. So when guys call into these live shows and we immediately stop them, a lot of guys, see, they get upset because they want to finish telling their story or going on their diatribe or venting. But we stop them because we realize instantly you're a rule breaker. Yeah, bro, we see. We already see you fucking up. So we have to stop you, not to interrupt you, but to point out the unwritten rule you broke in this thing of ours called game. We have to point it out. Why? Because we're teaching game. The whole video, the whole live stream, we're teaching. We have to point out inadequacies. We have to point out inaccurate statements right away. We can't let it wait. Number 2, strategic thinking and planning. You may have heard having game is having a strategy. Strategic thinking and planning. I tell you guys all the time, before you approach women, have a plan. You should already know what you want to do. If all you want to do is have sex, why are you offering a date? Why? See, if you say, well, you can't just tell every woman you want to get straight to sex, that means you don't understand human attraction. You don't. Your level of skills or lack thereof tell us that you don't understand, right? Number 3, intuition and perception. We know what we see. A lot of you guys, when you deal with women, you're looking at fool's gold. You're looking at cubic zirconia. You're looking at a lab-created gemstone because you lack intuition or you lack perception. Or it could be maybe you see what we see, but because you don't respect yourself, you said, fuck it, I want the pussy anyway. But when you see what we see and you actually respect yourself, you say, nah, I can't fuck with shorty. Intuition and perception. If a chick ain't listening, that means she ain't following. If she ain't following, she can't be submissive. If she can't be submissive, she can't be with me. Right? Number 4, learning from experience. Do you learn from your experiences? Even watching that video, that little minute video of the chick filming, right? Again, go back to the sexual frustration video. It's a minute. Even in that video, you can learn from other people's mistakes. You can learn from observing. You can learn from watching and listening. But more importantly, you can learn from experience. But even in that video, you can tell he did everything wrong and nothing right. What did he do right? Nothing. Because he started off with a mask on. He said it himself. And that's why he let his mask go. Men with game don't wear masks. We present our authentic selves to women at all times. See, the reason why he didn't call a guy out for wearing a mask is because he himself wears one too. So he can relate to what the guy was doing. He can relate. So let's break this down. I'm about to be out. 4 pillars of game. Number 1, understanding the underlying mechanisms or rules. There are unwritten rules, guys. And when we hear guys speak, we can tell if they're breaking some of them or all of them. We can tell, right? The word game often refers to a structured activity. Peep the word structured. Men who have game are structured. I want y'all to pay attention to the words because these words you've heard all of us say at various times, and it all factors into what game really is. The word game often refers to a structured activity with rules and objectives. To have game in a situation means you understand how things work and can manipulate those elements, which means influence. To influence is also to manipulate. The word manipulation does have negative connotations, right? But if you're not being deceitful, then that's not what it is. To manipulate those elements means you're just in a clever way influencing the situation. That's all you're doing. Can manipulate those elements to achieve a desired outcome. This resonates with the definition of wisdom as applying knowledge and experience to navigate life's complexities. What do I tell you guys all the time? Wisdom is the application of knowledge. That means you learn something and now you are applying it. Once you've learned something and you apply it to your life, that's wisdom. That's what wisdom is, right? Now, number 2, strategic thinking and planning. In a game, Players develop strategies and make choices based on their understanding of the game's mechanics and potential outcomes. Why do you think I tell you guys? Beware of inadvertent behavior. A lot of you guys are doing and are saying things that are actually causing you issues with women. Because why? Because you don't have a firm understanding of the game. You don't understand the mechanics and the potential outcomes for your choices. Every choice you make has a pro and a con. Every choice. You should always be well abreast of the pros and cons of whatever choice you make. The problem with a lot of you guys, because you have no game, you never think of the cons. You only focus on the pros and you fuck yourself up every time, right? Again, we're talking about strategic thinking and planning. This aligns with wisdom being about discerning what is just, proper, and useful, making good judgments in the choice of means and ends, and acting with prudence. Meaning, when you have game, you make good choices for yourself with these women. A lot of you guys, you make bad choices, and you think having sex eliminates the fact that you made a bad choice. You think having a relationship or an ongoing interaction with the woman eliminates the fact that you've been making bad choices with this woman. No. And those bad choices are manifesting itself in how the woman is interacting with you, the disrespect, the inconsistency, right? Number 3, intuition and perception. While intelligence might be about knowledge acquisition, wisdom can be seen as the ability to perceive and interpret information in a way that provides deeper understanding. This is why I can see shit and I can go deep with it. Pause. I can go below the surface of what it means quicker than most people. Because I interpret shit differently than most people, right? Because I have a firm understanding of human psychology and human attraction. I know bitches. I know people in general, but I know bitches. I know them well, right? Better than most, right? Again, wisdom can be seen as the ability to perceive and interpret information in a way that provides deeper understanding, often described as intuition or insight. Hold on, guys, let me do something. Okay, intuition or insight. Some role-playing game systems even use wisdom as a statistic for perception and insight checks. This is how important when you're learning shit, right? And you are actually applying what you've learned, like wisdom. Knowledge. You are applying it. There's checks and balances. And your interactions with women and how women begin to respond to you is a testament to what you've learned and what you've been applying and how wise you've become, right? You feel me? Number 4, learning from experience. As in games, real life wisdom is often gained through experience, reflection, and learning from successes and failures. This is why guys who complain about rejection, bro, you cannot have success without failure. They go hand in hand. Hot and cold, wet and dry, night and day. You cannot, this is why when guys be like, hey man, can you talk about a movie that got some game in it? Man, can you refer some literature that I can read that got some game in it? Bro, you need to go outside, nigga. Go outside. Put the book down. Step away from the internet. Go outside. Deal with women. That's the only way. Guys, do your dating skills reveal your understanding of human attraction? 4 pillars of game. On the way out, like, share, and subscribe. 4 pillars of game. Understanding the underlying mechanisms of rules. Strategic thinking and planning. Intuition and perception. Learning from experience. Nowhere on YouTube will you find a better breakdown of what the fuck game is. Peace.